Okay, so sorry about that. I didn't realize that it had kicked me. Apparently it did, so I don't know what that's going to look like on the page, but I apologize. Let me just get everything back to where it was so I can see things, and I guess I'll have to do some reposting. Bear with me. So I don't know what you guys heard. I was looking at petroleum. I wanted to see why MARPS had zero change, but this was one that I had pulled up to look at because it's a little under what I would prefer to trade on it because it's under a dollar. It's kind of one of my rules. I avoid things under a dollar, but it was worth looking at. And I noticed there was some movement in the petroleum market, so based on what I could see, of course. Let's go to all stocks. And it's not really moving much right now, so I guess I'm gonna pull something else up. What else? Ah, yeah, there we go. No, stop it. There we go. Oh, battalion. Do some good things for me today. That would make me happy. Okay, so I got that up on the screen. I'm still doing some things, so bear with me. Don't know why it kicked me. It just did. I didn't notice it at first. So we are going to do this again. Okay, I think it's fixed. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. That was really weird. I don't know. Hmm, currently low volume, but it could be increasing. That's specifically on Battalion. I'll just pull up oil and gas because that's one of my favorite sectors to play around with. Play. We're trying to make money here. That's the goal. It's not supposed to be playing. Only a few things on my list are down actually, so I think that's pretty good for this area. SKYQ, that's one we added the other day, and it's up 37%. So oh, battalion, now you do things. Okay, I'm gonna pull SKYQ up here, take a peek at it. Let's go to the 5 days. It has dipped from a high. It was 220. Yeah, okay, so also I need to post that I'm watching SKYQ so everybody else can take a look at it if they want to. I need to chart this one. Okay, so I posted that there. And I think yeah, I'd already looked at this one previously, $6. So, we might be interested on in the $4 range. Uh, we could scalp it. It's, oh, excuse me, not out of the question. I think if I'm gonna purchase, I'd like to purchase under 4 or something. That's about $5 really. It might be a little high. I could prefer to purchase under 454, but at that point it's probably on a downtrend, so probably shouldn't. Let's zoom in a little bit right here. Meanwhile, we're gonna tab over to um, Thinkorswim so we can also keep an eye on Battalion because we still have a few shares in that. I just have straight up refused to buy anymore until I sell off these, which is a tactic in itself. Um, so what a better idea would have been is the other day when it was like $3 down here or wherever it was $3. Pick up some more shares. That way the shares that I bought for 631 would have averaged out to be cheaper. It would be easier to make my money back and yada 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 yada. But uh I didn't do that. I was looking at other stuff, I guess. I don't know. I just didn't. 26,000, 39, 35, 42, something like that. Okay, volume's going up. I can expect this to go up. Looking at the 2 minutes and the 5 minutes. We're right on 2 minutes. Green on 5. Strength on the bottom of the 5 though. We're going to keep tabbing back and forth between these two. 10 cents. That'd have been a nice scalp though. But this one I haven't been watching very long. I like discovered it like a week ago. So I'm a little hesitant to hop in and I'll trade on this, but not saying it's not a good one. We're just still feeling this one out. Through there it hit $7. That was quite a climb though from sorry. That was quite a climb though from 5 to 5:30, 5:50. And volume's good. Yeah, that's not. Volume was good. Volume has dropped. So I would expect a little bit of a dip with dropped volume, but now it's increasing. So there is that. Sorry, keep yawning. Hey Vix, again. Yeah, I'm not sure what and I wasn't looking at it. Ugh, okay. It's fine. Like I said, I'm unfamiliar with this stock. It seems to have promise though. Look at that volume. Look at that volume. Do I want to fiddle with this today? Is this FOMO? That's what you should ask yourself. Is this FOMO? Maybe. It's expecting 706. Might have my brain on too many stocks. Italians at 453. Whew. Oh my gosh. Stop yawning. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna watch Sky Quarry and Battalion. Those two today. See what they do. Okay, so bans are spreading. I would expect, I guess it could go up a little bit more and then a dip, but it could just completely prove me wrong and just go straight up. Let's see if there's any news on Sky Quarry. That's always good to check. News and the market. So Sky Quarry is diesel. It says it's experiencing high volatility uh, in trading, active pre-market sessions with shares surging following a 101% rally on April 2nd, which we saw in a subsequent brief retreat. The energy firm, which converts waste asphalt shingles into products like diesel, is getting attention for its Nevada refinery operations and potential gain from rising oil prices. Okie dokie. So this one has news. So this one's going to be a little more hot. Oh, I wish we'd have grabbed it at 612. But you know, wishing doesn't get us anything. Smart business decisions get us things. So I'm going to minimize that so I gotta look at it. Okay, so it's struggling to break 780 right now. And we're going red. That might be the beginning of the dip. Volume has decreased so far, and we are watching the minutes. Okay, now Brooks at 780. The volume is still, well, 333,000 was what it set us like 362. It's moving up. Hmm. What's the highest this one's been? It is the highest that it's been. Well, in the last year, it could go up to 15. I just don't want to be stuck holding this bag, guys. Not at $7 a share. Okay, so this company does diesel. Not sure what else they do. Of course, every time I look at it, the stock goes up and I miss out on it. But every time I go to look this stuff up, I miss out on a jump. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, 4 green candles. Well, I mean, technically, And hit $8. That's a new high, at least for almost the last year. It's a new high. That is now one that I want to watch. So I went ahead and added a little chart. I don't need that there. I'll fix it in a minute. I might get into some trading with SKYQ. Just looking for the dip, waiting for it. It hasn't done anything for the past, done a little bit. $6, 754. And okay, I think I'll wait for that to dip a little more before I get hop back in on one of those. It's at $5. You know, I might hop in on some Nova because this is actually not a terrible price for the stock. So, 3 months. And we going back 3 months. Like, yeah, I guess $2, but okay, let's do real quick. Let's check some news on Nova. Keep an eye on SKYQ and Battalion. Why don't I have Battalion up here? I don't know. I don't know. Copy to chart. Battalion. Don't know why I didn't have that up, but I didn't. So, fold a tab. Tab is folded. Fold the tab. Seem a little high up. So we're going to scrunch you down a little. Pull that one up. Okay, so I like to buy NAK around the 120 range. So we need to watch for NAK to hit about that range. Nova, I don't hate this price. So, oh, hmm. Oh, Battalion hit 470. All right, she's on the rise. We need to be watching. Because if it takes off, like it will sometimes, need to be ready to sell. Okay, so back to no, not SKY. SKY, we were watching for a dip, but it's new. These bars are wide. I'm not ready to get in on that. Nova. Nova is the one that we were looking at. You know what? It's fine. Let's just pull up Nova. Set a low. See. No. How many units? What would 50 units cost me? Trade with brackets. Okay, switch back over to Weeble. The volume ask. Mm, it's on the lower end of buy interest, but nobody wants to sell. So there is that. Like I said, I don't hate this price for Nova. It's still one of my newer oil mining. This one's mining. So one of my newer mining companies that I've been watching, but I've noticed that $4 or $5 is not a terrible price for it. And depending on how many shares you buy there, that dip from 4 to 5 or from 5 to 4 can be expensive. It's getting shorted. Let me check for that. I don't know. It's very low volume. Hmm. I need to keep pulling Battalion up to keep an eye on it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to check and see if there's more coffee because maybe I need it this morning, so I'll be right back, guys. Okie dokie. Let me get my camera back on. Nope. Sorry. Clicked the wrong thing. There it is. All right. Here I am. Hello. I switched back over to Battalion because I saw that it was moving. Why are you like that? Okay. And I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed. Bear, I know you want to play with the kitty. I know. She doesn't play though. She's just a weird cat. She doesn't play with other kitties. He crawled under my chair and got a little stuck. It was kind of funny. Anyway, so I was saying, if battalions settled around this area, I would be okay with that. I would, of course, I hope it goes up, but slow growth on a stock is fine. This has definitely turned into a swing trade, which is not what I had originally intended for it. But, you know, decisions were made and this is where we are, so now we just have to figure out what the best decision for it is. I just haven't wanted to take that. I just haven't wanted to take the loss on it. I just haven't accepted that that is gonna be a loss, and that's part of the problem. Worry. Bear. He wants so badly for those kitties to play with him. But he's a big puppy, and they're afraid because he's so big. We got him pretty late. He was about 3 months old when we got him, and by the time we got him, he was already like this big. So, but I mean, looking at the dip so far, don't you make me a liar when I say this. So far, it's the lows seem to be on their way up. So that's good. Don't make me a liar. Don't do it. Yeah, then it makes me a liar. Oh, why do I say anything? So for example, could have flipped it, 478, sold it, taken the hit. It was like 25 bucks. And then bought in again at this low dip area. Oh my goodness. You're going to upset me, Battalion. Don't do this to me. I was so excited when you started to move. Get back to Weeble. I mean, it's got high sell interest. It's got sell interest. It's got a lot of volume. Just not a lot of buy. Let's go to all stocks. Take a peek. See what's trending there. You know how I haven't checked recently? Cannabis stocks. Tide. Oh, IMCC is 32 cents. Hmm. Oh, I have to sneeze. Okay, I don't want to get distracted. I do that. I get distracted. Nova. Ugh. And then we dropped here. 70. Still, that would have been. Okay. That's on 4-7. Let's go look at Battalion again. It just doesn't have the buy interest that I normally like. Oh no, my drink. Give me a second. So there was not coffee. Hmm. I'm just looking at my stream screen. I don't know why looks like that. I need to readjust my light a little bit up at the top. Let me know if it's a problem up above my head where it's kind of dark. Anyway, there was not coffee, so I made myself a little protein shake. I like to mix my coffee with the protein powders too. Not all protein powder tastes good in coffee though, so it doesn't always taste good. That's why I buy a specific one. The only thing is the powder doesn't want to mix up very well. Trying to get my back to crack. It's not wanting to do it. Bear. Keep telling him the kitty doesn't want to play with him. He just doesn't understand. He's like, but why? I want to play so bad. Okay, so this does not seem okay. So this might be good for not scalps. Yeah, scalps. In this section, I expect later in the month it to do some um, real business. And perhaps we'll take a peek into that later. I just don't want to miss just don't want to miss excuse me, the hiccups. I don't want to miss a jump on this one, so I keep coming back to it. I just need the low of today to be higher than the low, at least higher than the low of yesterday, but preferably higher than the high of yesterday, which that's this morning. So we'll just have to wait and see what that does. It's 10:37. It's almost 11 o'clock. I don't like to push my trades after 11. I guess that's kind of a rule now, because it has bit me in the butt a few times. It's projecting 456. still not a lot of buy interest. Which is something you got to keep track of. You got to keep track of how many people are interested in this stock. At least if you're going to scalp it for the day. What's Bitcoin doing? Let's take a peek. Well, my Bitcoins are red. Riot is up 0.37% at $13. I'm pretty sure well, I'll look it up so I don't make myself a liar. So this one, low of 11. Let's go to the year. Low of $6, but a high of 23. So this one could hit 20 bucks. Let's go to 5 years. Low of 3. 1 month again. I would not call myself a Bitcoin trader, but I do check it out sometimes. And not all of these are Bitcoin. Some of these are Bitcoin adjacent companies. Like some of them are Bitcoin mining companies and some of them are just related. Which it would probably be better if I separated them out, but I like them being together a little bit. But yeah, not a lot going on there. So like let's see. What areas of the market are really moving? Seeing a lot of oil and gas, finances on the lower end. Toyota. I need to figure out why that was delisted. So some of these are delisted and suspended. Some of these could just be um, mergers. Some of them could be unreleased financials because these will be suspended if they don't release their financials within a timely manner. But yeah, so let's just go back to oil and gas because that's what I'm seeing the most movement in. Where did you go? Where did you go? There you are. Because I'm seeing a lot more green in the oil and gas area than anything else. Trading Tesla puts. Just posted that I'm seeing the most green in oil and gas, so if that's where I would be focusing my trades today. I just wish that this one was doing what I wanted it to do. Oh, 436. And still got low volume. Still not enough to make me happy. Okay, so now we need to think about a recovery plan because it's been a few days. We've let it do what it's doing. Let me see. I have not been using my app that I have for averaging stocks, and this is something that helps me decide whether or not I want to, oopsie, whether I want to buy more shares because it tells me what they'll value at. Did math in my head. Sorry, hold on. So with my original 15 shares, when I purchase price at $6.31, I could buy 35 shares at $4.38, which would make my average share price be $4.95, which might be doable for profits here soon. It's like $4.90 right there. It's a low here for it. What if I did 426? Wait. Do 427. If I did the same thing for 427, it would put my average price per share at 488, which would, I still only have a couple $100 in it. We'll take a peek at SKYQ. $7.54. Now she's climbing. Right as I look at her, she starts to climb. And then when she starts to climb, I'm afraid to hop in. Still not seeing the buy interest that I normally like. It's only $7 a share. And there's a dip, so that, yep. At least not necessarily a dip, it's going red. Ugh, hiccups. That'd have been alright for a quick scalp. 20 cents profit per share is not bad. As long as you're making 2% on your trades, 4 is better. But as long as you're making that on your trades, it's not a bad trade. All green is good green, because green is profits. It's almost at 50% though. Let's not spend too much time thinking about it. So we are watching Battalion. Still a buy interest. Oh, what are we trading at right now? Go 5 days. We're just gonna make a decision. And the decision is still a lot of buy interest. 17,000 in volume. Mm. Still doesn't have the buy interest. So Rory has come to trade stocks with us again. Not on my desk. You're gonna get cat hair in my cup, and then I'll be upset. You sit on my lap or you go away. Mm-hmm. There. Besides, you're cute. People can see how cute you are in the camera. Yes, I'm so cute. I'm so tiny. She's a very small cat. I don't know why. She's probably the runt. I don't remember in what order they were born, but I didn't think she was the runt. No, that is my drink. Not yours. Oh my goodness. You big baby. Just later. Just be a baby. Or be obnoxious. That's whatever too. Still doesn't have the buy interest that I want. Stop trying to climb on my desk. Ugh, you. Goodness. What? 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 You see her? She's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Just sit still. Distracting me, feline. I don't want to forget about Nova. Like I said, this might be a decent price to get it at. 559. I mean, we trading it right now. 564. What did we say? I need lines on this one. That's not far off, 470. Let's go back to 6 months. 432. Mm, what's going on with gold today? Gold stocks are experiencing volatility as major miners dip, with the Van Eck gold miners EFT falling 0.43% recently due to fading ceasefire hopes impacting the stocks like Newmont and Barrick Gold. Those are some that I should probably add to my list. Gold spot prices are holding around $4,000 per 4,700 per ounce, but producers face pressure from a stronger dollar. Okay, This company is also a gold company and copper, and I also believe antimony. She's so funny. So that might be why it's dipping, because just shedding everywhere. I don't want that in my drink. That'd be really gross. And then I won't want to hold you while I'm drinking coffee anymore. But you'll still insist, because you're a brat. Yes, I am a brat. I will insist. Just gonna give you all a good brushing. And since it keeps changing weather temperature, you'll just grow the fur back, and it'll be annoying. Psha. I am interested in this price. I just have to think about it a little more after that trade that I got stuck with. I just don't want to keep getting stuck with trades for long periods of time, or I can't do any scalps. Let's back up. Let's check Battalion. She's on the move. So the lights are about to meet, and I'm expecting us to jump. I'm expecting above 451 soon, but I could be wrong. What's wrong with your eyeball, sweetie? Why you got it closed? Hmm? I guess no reason. She's so funny. Can you guys see her in my lap? No. Yeah, don't you just look like a precious, huh? She's like, hold me like a baby. Generally, I don't hold babies on my lap like this, but Taylor's the deadline for Iran. Okay, so that will affect oil. I'm very interested in how that goes because that will affect the price of oil. And I do a lot of trading in oil and gas. I know it's risky, but it's an area of the market that you can kind of figure out a little easier than like med stocks. Med stocks is just based on news and hype. Gas and oil is based on need and hype and trade agreements and things that you can, keep track of, which is why I like it. She's just like a little baby. She's laying on her, you can't see her. She's like laying on her back with her paws up like this. Just like, I'm sweet. Look at me. Be cute. I'll get an extra camera and I'll put a little cat cam right beside it so you guys can see what my cats are doing. That might be a setup for my next upgrade. Okay, so the bars are coming together. We might see 478 again if we're lucky. Luck, yeah. I don't like saying lucky when it comes to stock trading though. Technically it's after 11. Um, I want to watch it for a couple of minutes, a few more minutes, see what it does so I can make a statement about it at the end before I hop out. So I don't like leaving you guys without any idea of what I think is going on or going to happen, but sometimes I'm not sure. You know, it could look like it's going to go one way and then all of a sudden just go the other way just because everybody pulled out. Plus, we're getting into the lunchtime hours to sell at any second. Yeah. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of lows in cannabis stocks, so if you don't mind holding them for a while, that might be something to look into to buy cheap, sell high. Um, I don't th it just depends on how this trade agreement goes out. Hot. Oop, what? 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 You're ridiculous. Can't do anything while I'm holding you. All stocks are green except my Oxy. That's funny. Okay, I'm done holding you. You're being annoying. Go on, go play. Find something else to do. Somebody else to bother. Oh my goodness. Go away. Go away, kitty kitty. Put her down. She keeps coming back. They just don't understand. They just don't understand. Okay, so I guess we're holding for now on Battalion. It didn't dip low enough for me to want to buy in more. I mean, I could have. It would have offset my shares. If I were to buy in, I wouldn't buy it. I want to buy in below 440 because that would bring me down to 497 per average share. And I was going to buy 35 of them if I did buy anything. Um, and what that would do for me personally is it would make it a lot easier for me to offload these at a profit. And that's the goal. Any profit's good. Go away. Go away. Okie dokie. Um, you brat. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for watching, hanging out with me. I hope that your trades are green and hope that you're all doing well. And I'll be back tomorrow morning to do some more trading. We'll see where Battalion is. We'll check out the rest of our mining and oil companies. Those are my two favorite sectors, so if you're watching me, you're most likely going to see me trade that. most days. So I like those two sectors. But um, anyway, yeah, I hope that you all have a good one.